What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the. Well, wait. We're live. I can't say that S word, can I? So we're gonna go bleep show because they'll yell at me if I use my atonement already here. Um, for those of you who have been tuning in previously, you did just see the conclusion of our final 4x4 solo session, Innermost Feelings, which quite possibly had one of my favorite character interaction scenes of all time. If you haven't seen that, go back and watch it. If you're watching this on YouTube, go find it. Like, you seriously need to go find it. But with that, we have our normal crazy cast of characters here. I'm not sure why, they keep coming back. I keep trying to kill off their characters, and then they keep trying to come back, and I don't know why, I don't know how. But anyway, we're here, they're here. We have got, starting off on my far left, your right, if you're looking at the screen, we've got Crimson Alex playing Phantasm.
You just won't let me.
Okay. Next to him, we've got some weird lawyer guy playing an otter.
Hello.
Then you have my smiling face here in the middle. I'm sorry for that. Then next to me on the other side, we've got Dark Falls playing Malky.
Trust me, we're sorry to look at your face also, Teej.
And then finally down at the far end, we've got Nerastra playing a naked Anton.
He's not... Fine, whatever.
Well, he's armorless, so in his mind, he's naked.
This is a PG-16 show.
Haven't you ever heard the phrase, I'm naked without my blank? Like, I feel naked without my phone? It's the same concept. He feels naked without his armor. So anyhow, last time on issue 2.2, some crazy things happened. Everybody woke up in what appeared to be the same place that they didn't wake up, or they sort of fell into that weird zone. Turns out they were in some weird realm. A blonde-haired boy started being all Cheshire Cat and weird, told them they need to follow him. Lutra turned into an otter rocket, much to the dismay of Lutra, and much to the laughing of everybody else.
It was not fun, by the way. Not fun.
It was exciting and funny, though.
It was neither.
You ended up back at the mansion on the mountainside, where you found what appeared to be someone who kind of resembled Spectre, getting essence of some sort extracted by a foul, evil beast. You distracted said beast. You caused the blonde-haired boy to merge with Spectre. He came out in a massive trance. Roddy Piper was there to kick bleep and chew bubblegum and was definitely all out of bubblegum. There was a giant explosion. When you guys, came to from the explosion, you were back where you were initially in the Bermuda Triangle, this time in the real world. But there was one significant difference. Anton's armor was missing and destroyed. After making your way back to headquarters, Stormberger Technologies, you discovered that even though it felt like a couple of days for you guys, you were gone 2 months. We ended with there being a note left on Anton's desk, simply saying that the darkness is coming and this will help you fight it. It was signed a friend. And enclosed in it was a necklace or a medallion that I believe is currently on screen right now.
There's darkness coming. This will help you fight it. Interesting. So Anton's going to put that on and kind of tuck it under his shirt.
So with that, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to issue 2.3, Searching for Friends. So what is Anton doing with said medallion after he puts it on?
He's going to kind of tuck it under his shirt so it's not visible and kind of head out into the lobby.
All right. Well, you mean the common area type of deal?
Yeah. There we go. That place.
Well, Lutra is not there, and Malkier, to the surprise of nobody, is doing his Sudoku.
Still.
This is not the one
That's
from
what I
2
do.
months ago. This is the most recent one.
I thought it was the same one that we left there like 2 months ago, 3 months ago when we left.
Go away, Anton.
Okay, fine. Anyone know where my armor is? Or like I want my armor back!
Trust me, we want you to put clothes on too. We don't really want to see what we're seeing.
I have clothes on, dang it! Where's the otter?
I haven't seen him yet this morning. I have no idea.
Yeah, usually he's burning food about now.
On that note, you're going to hear what sounds like a sonic boom.
What was that?
Let's go. Well, you stay here. I'll go. I start making my way to it.
It's coming from the gym.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll go to the gym. That's relatively safe.
No, because I don't want to protect you. Also, just stay back.
I'm going to the. I can. Going to the gym anyway.
So since Malkier will get there first, you're going to arrive at the gym, and what you are going to see is...
So what you see is Lutra laying on the ground, half unconscious.
And one of the giant punching bags has got a giant hole ripped in it and is bleeding sand everywhere.
Lutra, care to explain?
Dang, dude, you wrecked that thing.
I'll take a salmon with some lemon sauce.
Anton, pick him up. Let's get him back to somewhere where we can sit down.
All right, just I'll grab the feet.
No, I think you got to actually pick him up. I'm not gonna be able to help you here.
Really, I have to carry the otter. The 6 foot tall,
Yes.
5 foot tall otter. I have to carry. Okay, fine. I'll pick.
Get a
it
sheet
up.
roll. Get a sheet roll on top of the sheet and just drag the sheet behind you.
Hey, Hub. Do we have like a dolly or something? Or load them up on the.
Sure, hold on. You turn around and there's a Barbie doll in your face.
How about a
You said
stretcher?
you wanted a dolly. That's a dolly, isn't it?
How about a stretcher and a sledgehammer to take care of you?
You really think I'm going to give you a sledgehammer after you threatened me?
Maybe.
Fishies are wonderful.
But if you really would like, I can help do that. And a couple of the robotic, like the sweeper robots, come out and materialize like the metallic arms, and they're sort of like picking up Lutra and just bringing him back to his room.
All right, we'll tuck the otter in bed.
Anton, question.
Yeah.
Did you spike his juice this morning?
Nope.
All right, so really quickly, Lutra.
Yes.
As you're sort of laying there in a half unconscious state, you're going to open your eyes, and when you open them, you're going to see a very familiar face sort of staring at you. It's Mistral.
Ah! Go away!
But why? You were so much fun.
You threw me across the city last time!
Yes, and
That was not fun!
I
It was fun for us.
Well, you guys,
Shut
can't,
up!
you guys can't. This is you guys can't see. Yeah. So, but it was fun for me.
That's not fun. That's just being mean.
Well, anyway, I thought you might want to know that I'm not the only one who likes auto rockets. I hear they love them in Colorado Springs too.
Okay. Why would people in Colorado Springs like auto rockets? And two, What is Colorado Springs? People like to bounce there or something?
No, you silly little otter. It's a town.
Oh. Where?
In Colorado.
Oh, okay. Where's Colorado?
What do you mean, where's Colorado? You know where Colorado is? Come on. Everybody knows where Colorado is.
I don't. I didn't really, I never really learned the different places in this country.
Well, you're no fun.
I'm lots of fun if you don't throw me around the city.
I didn't throw you around the city. I got you to where we needed to go. It was my way was just faster.
Could have been gentler.
You
Lutra
moved
rose-
gently.
No, I didn't. Lutra rose his head.
You didn't hit the bottom of the pool, did you?
Well, no.
Okay, then.
Where? Lutra looks around to see where he's actually at.
It looks like you're having a fever dream.
Oh. Okay. Colorado Springs, huh?
Find me. Come find me.
Lutra's ears kind of perk up at that. Kind of shakes his head, like like trying to actually wake himself up.
Remember, Colorado Springs like auto rockets too. And he sort of fades away. And looks to wake up when he feels like it.
Yeah, Lucha just kind of shakes his head, and at the same time, he actually sits up on his bed, holding his head like, oh, make it stop, make it stop.
If either Malky or Anton is in the common room, you can hear that.
I think he's awake.
Go ahead, I'm busy. I just sit back in my chair and pick my book back up.
Solving that Sudoku again.
I was trying to give him a glare and just go back to what I was doing.
Alright. I'm gonna go check on Lutra. You alright there, buddy?
Huh? Oh, hi, Anton. No, I'm not okay.
You did a number on a punching bag in the gym. We had to have Hub drag you back into the bed.
Oh, sorry about that. I was in that other world or whatever we were in. I did something with my hands, and I tried to do that again. And I guess the next thing I remember, I woke up here. No, I'm sorry. There was a loud noise, and then I woke up here.
That's what happens when you create a localized sonic boom in a small compressed area.
Oh, how'd I do that?
Like this. Do you want to see? And one of those basically one of the arms comes up with a TV and shows the camera footage of Lutra clapping his hand together, creating a giant sonic boom, and then blowing himself back against the wall and landing. It's quite comical.
Lutra actually watches this and actually asks her to play the Hub to play it back a few times just because he's watching intently. Like, how did I do that?
You just see me just standing in the door and just like shaking my head.
The otter can make sonic booms now. Great. I'm the only one that's not, I'm the only useless one here now.
What do you mean now?
He looks over to Anton and kind of hugs him and says, "Oh, you're not useless."
I don't have my armor. I don't have my hammer. I have nothing.
He snugs you. But you're Anton.
So I guess what you're saying is we should be leaving you behind from now on?
No, we're not leaving him behind.
Well, he's just a liability at this point.
Oh, while I was unconscious, Mistral came to me. Wait, did we know his name? I'm sorry.
Yes, you did.
Okay. I saw Mistral. I don't know if it was real or not.
And?
He said something about Colorado Springs. Where is that, anyway?
What's the first word?
In Colorado.
So where is it?
I don't know. No, he said it was in Colorado. I meant, where is that?
Middle of the United States.
Oh, okay.
I'll need perception checks from anyone who is in the common area. Well, you all beat the 15. As this conversation's going on, you hear sirens. And they sound like they're coming from the roof. And these are not like the air raid sirens. This is like ambulance sirens.
Lutra with me. Anton, stay back.
I'm going too.
Hold on a second. Lucha kind of reaches over, grabs his belt from wherever it's at, puts it on and activates it, turns into human, and then
I
follows.
just start jogging towards the roof.
I run after.
I
All right.
follow too. Yeah.
As you open the door, you are greeted by a large burst of wind as you see what appears to be a medivac helicopter.
Next, then it's a
landed.
notebook. Like if you go to the bathroom and you see this, nope, rope. With a notebook.
What was that?
Who's watching that?
That's not what you see. Anyway, what you see, as I said, is a medivac helicopter.
Lucha leans over to Melker. What's going on?
I don't know. I just kind of like put my head on Anton's shoulder and just push him back in the room and just close the door.
At this point, Casey comes up and is pushing you out of the way, saying, "You're going to help, then help me get this kid out of here."
Casey, what are you talking about?
Later, let's go.
I just follow Casey then.
Yeah.
He's going into full medical scientist mode. He's helping whoever is on this thing, which obviously is paramedics of some sort. And they're pulling someone out on a stretcher, and they're putting much on like the gurney and just rolling him in. So if you're helping him push, that's fine. Otherwise, I'll need perception checks.
All right.
Well, I'm going to help Casey at this point.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Anton, Anton, you'll get Lutra. You're not going to know exactly what this is, and since you're not here, since you're pushing, you're going to be right there. You don't need the perception check. But since you're going to roll good, I'm not going to fault you. As you're helping push this kid in, first thing you notice is it seems to be 18, 19, 20 years old type of deal, and he's wearing a military uniform, a cadet's uniform, with over the 25. Anton notices it says USAFA on it.
Oh, Casey. Air Force, what happened?
I don't know. Apparently they sent him here. Apparently a lot of people over there have been getting symptoms of radiation poisoning, but not showing any signs of radiation.
So where are we taking him?
To my research lab so we can figure out what the hell is going on.
Well, then pick it up and let's go. And I just start walking ahead.
Yeah, Lucha follows along.
They're doing the moving, and it's happening, of course.
So I'm going to go back to the medevac helicopter and talk to the EMTs on the scene.
It's currently just the pilot.
So, where was this located at?
Well, that if you couldn't tell, he's a cadet for the Air Force.
Right, but where was the call located to?
I mean, everyone's coming from that area, the area surrounding the Air Force Academy. I mean, a bunch of cadets are just sort of, coming down with, again, the symptoms are that of radiation poisoning, but there's no radiation in anybody's system. There's no Geiger counter readings.
And how long have these symptoms been appearing?
they initially started to flare up. The first documented case is about a month ago.
Interesting. Thank you.
He sort of tips his sort of cap, and he's just waiting there in the medevac copter because he's taking the EMTs back to where they came from.
So I'm gonna head down to the lab.
At this point, by the time you get down there, and Malkier and Lutra haven't seen Casey in this mode yet, but he has basically looked at you guys and said, basically, you need to stay the hell out of my way look. And he's got machines running, he's got things hooked up, he is just full-on hyper-focused on trying to figure out what the hell's going on with this. There are more machines beeping and hissing and all that than you've ever seen before in your life.
Lucha looks around at all this. He's not flipping out at this point. Oddly, for the rest of you watching, he's actually not flipping out, but he is just kind of looking around like, this is weird.
Casey, am I right in thinking that we can't help you at this point?
Not unless you understand why someone's procking radiation poisoning symptoms and not showing any radiation ratings. Any theories?
I didn't ask for this sass, but yes, I do. Get me when you need my help. And I just kind of turn around and walk away.
Lucha passes forward and says, Do you know where Colorado is? I'm kidding.
That's a joke. Yeah, I do know where Colorado is, Lutra. Why is this relevant?
Oh, because
Is it going to say,
because Mistral told me to go to Colorado Springs, I think. It might have something to do with Spectre, and it might have something to do with what's going on here.
Wait. First of all, what's a Mistral? And second of all, that's very coincidental considering where the Air Force Academy is located.
Oh, where is the Air Force Academy located?
Colorado Springs. Or thereabouts.
Oh. That's weird. Mistral is, we ran into him in this other world thing.
You know something? I don't need to know.
No, I didn't think so.
My suggestion: grab Malkier, grab Anton, and if whatever this thing is telling you to go to Colorado Springs, I would say investigate there because you might be able to come up with some information as to what's happening that might be able to help me figure out what's going on.
Oh, good idea. That's a good idea. You keep at that. What you're doing? Lucha pats him on the shoulder and walks out of the way.
So I'm just now getting down there, so I haven't heard any of this. But I'm like,
Lucha just immediately grabs Anton and just kind of turns around like, no, out this way. Come on.
So you're walking in the hallway one direction, Lucha's walking the other. You're going by, Lucha just grabs your hands and starts pulling you back the way you came.
hey, okay.
No, come on. We gotta go.
Hey, I got some information.
Yes, great. So do we. Let's go. We have a mission.
Where are we going?
Colorado Springs, apparently.
That's exactly where I was going to say we should go.
Awesome, let's go.
I'm assuming Malkier is still doing his Sudoku.
Well, I went back to the common room, just kind of staring at the window at this point.
Malkier, we're going to Colorado Springs.
Have fun.
No, you're coming with us. Lucha grabs him too and just starts pulling both of them out.
As soon as you grab Malkier, I need you to make a toughness save. Alrighty, you're actually going to take a bruise as you grab Malkier, his body flares up in defense and a fiery aura starts to surround it.
Ah! Ow! What the? Ow!
And the room smells suspiciously of burnt otter now.
Oh.
Why would you do that? Ow!
Better than wet otter, but still. Ugh.
What
That
was
was
that
the reason
about?
why I said I couldn't pick you up earlier. And I don't know.
How did you even know that would happen? Mm.
I just touched the couch and the couch bursts in flames.
Oh, that.
And then Hub immediately sprays it again. This is the third couch in the past 2 days.
Well, at least Hub's not so
Well, hold on. How long have we been here?
About 2 days.
Okay.
Alright, let's go get on the jet, because apparently there's something going on in Colorado Springs.
Indeed, let's go.
I just start walking towards the jet as well.
Also, grab a fire extinguisher. We might need it.
Apparently.
As you walk up the stairs, one of the robotic arms hands you a portable one.
Lutra grabs it and just keeps going. As he's walking, he's looking at it like, what is this thing?
You see a pull pin.
Fire extinguisher.
Ooh! Lutra pulls the pin.
Thankfully, it's a fire extinguisher. Nothing happens.
Right.
Lucha, please stop playing around.
Well, I'm not playing around. What is this thing?
It's a...
Point it at Anton and pull the trigger, you'll see.
Lutra does this.
Anton gets doused with fire extinguisher CO2.
Oh!
Really?
Oh!
Now I'm gonna have to take a
Although,
shower.
Anton, what you do notice is that you definitely notice that you're being sprayed with the CO2, but you're not feeling the cold of the CO2.
That was weird. That's usually colder. Alright. Let's go.
It is?
Here, hand me this fire extinguisher.
Lutra hands him the fire extinguisher.
And Anton sprays Lutra with it.
Okay! It's cold! God! Come on, we've gotta go! I told my some part of Spectre, we gotta go!
You guys realize that we need to get another one of those now. You probably wasted it screwing around.
Hub, we need 2 more.
When you get up to the roof, like I what appears like a little robot doggy door. One of the forest sweepers comes out with 2 of them, rolls up the back ramp of the plane, and installs them, and rolls back out.
I was like, okay, I'm not giving those to another one again.
Yeah, Hub's thinking to himself, and they say I'm the prankster.
I just kind of get on the ship without saying much to either one of them and just kind of like sit in the back corner.
Lucha's running onto the plane.
Yeah, well.
He runs up to the cockpit, actually.
I'm looking around before I get on the plane to see if there's any hammer-like or shield-like items in the hangar, and then just hop on.
You find a cooking pan lid.
Fine, I'll take it. Is it at least cast iron?
Odds or evens?
Odds?
Yes.
Okay. This'll do. Fine.
Nice.
It's not my shield, but it'll work.
The cast iron cooking lid smells vaguely of chicken fried steak.
Well, it's better than the smell of singed darter.
Smells good.
Lucha looks around.
You hear the AI on the plane say to you, "If you want, I'm sure we can find 2 baking sheets."
I could use some baking sheets for later, actually. But right now we have to go. AI, we've got to go to Colorado Springs.
Okay, can do. Buckle up.
I just reach into my bag and grab one of my spare Kevlar vests and I just toss it to Anton.
Really? I'm not a kid. I mean, I've fought in 2 wars. Fine, I'll put the vest on.
I just point to Lutra's side where the crossbow's hiding.
Okay, yes, but putting the crossbow on. Quickly.
Oh, crap! Never mind!
So, anything happening on the flight over, or are you just, going there?
So I'm just kind of off to the side, kind of looking at the medallion on the flight, just kind of wondering what this is and how it's going to help.
Lucha's kind of pacing back and forth, like, just around everybody. He's not sitting down. He's just kind of almost wordly, just going back and forth. His tail's kind of shifting from side to side as he's clearly thinking.
Basically doing like the nervous father in front of the operating room pace.
Something like that, yeah.
Anton, you care to tell us what that new little piece of jewelry is?
I don't know. It was in my room when I got back, and it had a letter. It just said, "Darkness is coming, and this will help."
So, how exactly are you supposed to help us right now?
If you figure it out, let me know. Right now, I'm just going to keep it on because, hell, it's more armor than I've had in 2 days.
Sorry to interrupt, but how is a necklace more armor than you had in 2 days? It just looks like it's covering one part of your chest.
Stupid AI.
Actually, on the contrary, I'm programmed to be intelligent.
That's questionable. And I'm the one arguing with you. Dang it!
Lutra goes on. Anton lost his armor. We don't know where it is.
I know, you told me this when you landed last time.
Right. So, he's got an amulet, I guess.
Just a necklace. I mean, if someone hits the necklace, I'm at least safe, This is not
Yes,
much help.
that's true. Don't worry, Anton. We're all here together. We'll make it. Lutra clearly doesn't look like he's the happy-go-lucky otter he normally is.
Yeah, and also
I just kind of put my head down and just kind of stare out the window again.
Also, hey Lutra. Yeah, I lost all those Swedish fish that were in my armor.
Huh? That's sad.
So if nothing of consequence really happens the rest of the flight, you guys will eventually find yourself in Colorado Springs, where the autopilot conveniently finds a nice little clearing to land in, that you guys can get out, because you're technically not cleared for an airport landing.
Okay.
I grabbed my frying pan lid, and let's get off.
Anton, you sure you don't want to stay here?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't want to stay here. I know what happens with the guy who stays behind. He's the first to go.
I just toss him one of my waist daggers.
It's not a hammer, but fine, this will work.
It's one of the ones I had given Lucia when he first started trying to train him how to fight.
When did you ever try to train me how to fight?
So wait,
I've given you 5 daggers.
So wait, is this one that has?
I don't remember
auto
having
on it?
any daggers.
Did you at least clean the
What?
auto drool off of it?
What a drool!
No.
I don't drool. I'm not a dog.
You're an otter.
Exactly.
By the way, as Anton goes to walk off the plane, the AI drops an actual hammer on a rope right in front of him.
Oh, look, a ball peen hammer. That's not useful, but I'll take it anyway.
Could throw it at something.
Yeah.
It hurt a lot.
Well, maybe. Yeah.
Yes.
Fine. So I now have a hammer, a dagger, and a cast iron shield.
You're like everybody's favorite hippie.
Next on Cooking Channel,
Right.
fighting with on.
Chop, superhero edition. No heat vision allowed.
Well, let's be honest. The otter gets chopped first.
Hey!
That's only
So-
if you can make good steaks.
So I debark him the plane. What do we see? Can we do a perception and take a look around?
You certainly can, but I'll give you for free that you see the skyline of Colorado Springs.
Hey, Lutra. This is Colorado Springs.
Oh. I don't see any springs. Where's the springs?
But yeah, you guys can pretty much tell the general direction of the town, and you know by where the AI pointed it out that you'll have to go to if you wanted to, if they'll let you in, because technically it's a military base, and none of you have clearance, where the Air Force Academy is.
So before we get off, I want fully get off. Have the AI do a full check for radiation, gamma, all the whole spectrum.
Does the scanning comes back perfectly clear. Nothing but the normal background levels of radiation.
Something weird's going on. I didn't train here, but I wonder if I can get in still.
Do you want to go ahead and we'll follow behind you?
Well, no, we'll find it. We'll wait on that.
So start heading towards the Air Force Academy.
All right, takes you guys about 10 minutes to get yourself into the city proper.
This is a lot easier walk when I had my suit.
When you guys make it into the city, a slightly heavier fellow, probably in his mid-60s or so, sort of bumps into Lutra as he's like running as hard as he can by him, and from behind you hear, "Yo, Tito, wait up!" And the guy turns around, sort of still half running, and says, "Can't. Autobots is waiting for me. Gotta get back."
Oh, hi.
Lutra, give me an insight check.
Insight.
Now that you've heard it a second time from a different accent, you distinctly remember what Mistral said. You heard him say what you thought he said, but now that you've heard it, Mistral said, "I hear they like auto rockets in Colorado Springs."
Okay. So this guy bumped into Lutra?
Yeah, just when you're in a rush sometimes and you run into somebody.
Okay, so they ran past us and said that?
Yeah.
Lutra, do you have all your belongings?
Yeah, we should follow them.
Yes. Do you have all your belongings, though? Do you have your belt? Do you have everything? Do you have your crossbow?
Well, I have my belt because I'm currently in human form, unless somebody stole that belt, which
You
pretty sure the
currently
DM would have said so.
you still currently have all your things.
Yay!
Oh, they weren't pickpockets. That's good.
No, but we should really follow them, guys. I'm serious, we should follow them.
Do I look weird with the hammer and the giant cast iron thing on my back? And
Lutra turns to look at Anton, and the guy looks at him for a moment, kind of sighs and says, "Yes, but it's okay."
And as you look behind Lutra, there's a playground full of children staring at you because you're holding up a pot lid.
And then the guy that yelled to Tito starts running past you, and he's like, "Yes, you definitely look weird," and just starts running as hard as...
I just give Anton like a smirk and I just start running after the guys as well.
oh, what did I do to deserve this? Let's go.
You lost your armor at some point. Come on, let's go. Lutra pats him at the back as they start running.
So Malkir is going to be the first one to see this. It takes you about 5 minutes of following the two gentlemen. But you make it to this little sort of rundown sort of shack. It seems like it should be, on a mountain somewhere, but it's sort of in a rundown area of town. And I'm pretty sure Malkir is going to smile when he sees the name of the place. Welcome to Auto Rockets Alehouse.
So that's what he said.
Alright, guys, gear up. We don't know where to get into here.
Well, it's an ale house, so get your drink on.
Listen, we're gonna go into
Anton, go hide behind a tree or something. We'll be back for you later.
You're in the slums of Colorado Springs. There's no trees to hide behind. And he's right. It's just an alehouse.
It's an ale house, and I'm actually better armed for the ale house than anything else. I have a cast iron lid.
Lucia looks around and says, What is an ale house?"
Let's go get the outer door.
I just kind of go into the room and look around.
All right, so the first thing you notice is a couple of things. One, on the far left-hand there's an image that just all appeared in your journals. That is hanging on the far left-hand wall. It's an image that says Shore Shack.
Ooh, we have pop-ups.
And the guy behind the bar, best description I can give you is he's got sort of curly red hair and he looks like a worn-out hippie. After he looks, he's about to say something to you guys, and then he sees Anton walk in with his pot lid. Whoa, man. I don't know what's going on, brother, but you can leave that outside. We got plenty of cooking implements here. We don't need yours. For the record, he seems very high.
Can I just put it on my back? Would be good. Would be cool, man.
As long as you're not going to beat anybody with it, I don't care, man.
If I have to, I will, but I don't plan on it right now.
Anyway, belly up to the bar. What can I get you to drink?
What you got?
All kinds of beer. You want a Pilsner? You want a lager? You want an IPA? You look like a stout person. You want a stout, don't you?
That sounds good.
He pours you a big pint of Guinness.
Now, Carrie, are you gonna let me drink this, or are you gonna tell me I shouldn't?
You're an adult.
Fine, because you're treating me like a baby around here. I'll have a cast iron shield. I'm fine.
He pours another pint and hands it to Malkier.
Pour one for our buddy Lutra here too. I'm buying.
All right.
Lutra guy elbows Anton, says, "It's Brandon when I'm a human."
Huh? What?
It's Brandon when I'm in human form.
Curse. Yeah, Brandon. Yeah, sorry.
So he pours another stout and hands it to Lutra in human form.
Barkeep, what do we call you?
I'm Otto, man. This is
Otto,
my
you see
house.
Otto, have you seen anything weird going on lately?
Dude, it's Colorado Springs. It's all weird, man.
At that, Tito walks out from the back room. Oh, Autoboss, I forgot to tell you, Reggie and Sam are going to be a little late, so it looks like it's just me and you for the next few hours.
Let me guess. They're up snowboarding again because they can never be on work on time.
Wasn't supposed to tell you that part.
You've never been a good liar, Tito.
Yeah, your father always told me that too.
All right. Make sure our guest upstairs is fine, too.
Otto, who's upstairs?
Out-of-town guest of ours, man. He just sort of flew into town one day, and he's been here ever since.
What's he look like?
Male, dude, some pretty chill white hair.
At the way here, I just push by him and I start going for the stairs.
Whoa, bro, you can't go upstairs. That's where I live, man.
I just gave him like the death glare.
Remember the cast iron lid? Do I need to use it, or are you gonna let him go?
On him, you need to use it, man. I live up there. You can't go up there, brother.
I'm gonna knock him out with the lid now.
You're going
Why
to start
are you attacking the guy?
a bar fight?
Lucha stops him from doing this.
I didn't even stop when Otto told me to. I just kept going up the stairs.
But I want to hit something.
Later.
Okay, fine.
By the way, Lutra is drinking this pint or whatever he's been given.
All right, after the first drink, I'll need Lutra to make me a fortitude save to see if he likes it. Lutra likes the stout beer.
Oh, man.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, come back for episode 2.4 where Lutra visits Otterholics Anonymous.
Yeah.
Yes.
My system just hung, so we're back.
Anyway, as you rush up the stairs, much to the complaints of a extremely chill barkeep, it's, your typical apartment above the restaurant type of deal. And sitting there on the couch is a white, like that sort of white blonde-haired, color person, and it just looks like a surfer hippie. It's definitely no one you've ever seen before.
Oh, see, it's not even him, Melchior.
And I was gonna smash the barkeep for this fool.
You there? What's your name?
Jesse?
Jesse, huh? What are you doing here?
Crashing on my bro Otto's couch, man.
Okay, and why?
Same reason anybody crashed on somebody's couch. I got no place to stay. Who are you and why are you up in Otto's house, man?
We're asking the questions right now. You just answer them.
You do realize I can call the cops and have you all arrested, right?
No, you can't because you actually don't own this place, so that would really do nothing.
No, but you're breaking into my bro's house, and I can do that because I'm here with his permission.
Lutra, come by me. Lutra. Sorry, I was getting criminal defense lawyer flashbacks there for a second.
Jesse, does the name Mistral mean anything to you?
No, what is that, man? Some kind of hippie weed? Because if so, that sounds amazing, man.
Well, let me put it this way. You're either going to answer our questions or we'll permanently make sure you never have weed again, dude.
I've been answering all your questions, man. Why are you so bent up? You gotta relax, bro. Here, come have a joint with me. He holds up a stogie.
I just put my finger on it and just watch it, incinerate.
As it starts to light up, he's taking like three massive hits off of you and lighting up his stogie. He is completely stoned out of his mind now. And even though you're being an intimidating bleep hat, you're like his new best friend because you're a walking lighter for his weed.
Well,
oh my god, dude, you're the best. I gotta keep you around. Hold on, let me go find some more. He sort of starts walking, just sort of stumbles and passed out. He's hanging over a chair, just passed out because he's so freaking high.
Lucha kind of walks over to him and helps him get back onto his bed or whatever, or couch or whatever's there.
PSA, we here at Random Man and do not condone using drugs.
Lucia pats him on the head, pats this guy on the head, and looks over at Melchior and says, I just heard a voice in my head. Says, come find me. It's definitely Spectre, but I don't know what's going on.
Did he say where to find him?
No.
Well, talk to the voices in your head for where to go, then.
I can't talk to the voices in my head. Last time I did that, I was
not very helpful, huh?
Last time I did that, I was practically unconscious.
I can talk to the voices in my head.
Lucha looks down and says, shut up!
Oh, man.
You just sleep there. You're fine.
Can I hit him with the pan? He won't feel it.
There's no point. He's practically unconscious as it is.
He won't feel it.
Bro, you need to relax, too.
Well, this is getting nowhere.
hold on. Do you know anyone by them who calls themselves Mistral or Spectre?
Spectre, isn't that a ghost? I mean, I guess if you want ghosts, the best place to go look would be the abandoned Skagway power plant. That whole place is a ghost town, man.
Where's that at?
Outskirts of the city.
And she looks over at Malkira and Anton.
Sure, why not?
Also, hey, you, dude, before you go, can you light me up another one?
I just stick my finger out and just incinerate it again. Then
He
just go
gets-
down the stairs.
He gets one hit before that. I'm just picturing this entire time Lutra has got the pint glass in his hand and just like he's casually sipping Guinness.
Right, yes. That's going on.
Anton's already down the stout and just done.
I just go downstairs and just blow past Otto and just leave.
Lucha walks past and puts the glass back on the bar, whatever, and thanks him deeply for the drink, and then walks away.
And as I walk out, I hand him Mr. Casey's business card. Money will be sent to you, don't worry. And walk out.
Dude.
So, Lutra, where is this power plant?
I don't know. I'm feeling kind of tired, too.
It'll wear off. Let's go. Start.
Oh, okay.
Lutra, go ahead and make me a fortitude save. Alrighty. Surprisingly, Lutra is not drunk, just a little buzzed.
Dang it.
Well,
I really wanted drunk louder.
Well, it was
dice.
you were giving a -5. I was giving you a -5 because you've never had booze before, but you still
Right.
beat the 20.
Gosh darn it.
Why couldn't you roll like dark for once?
I know! I was actually kind of hoping.
Hey, look here.
I
Roll
rolled
a
a
1.
16. I rolled a 16. Gosh darn it. Anyway. So I don't know where this power plant is. You know exactly what I do. He said the exact same thing to both of us. Maybe we could have asked that barkeep if you didn't just walk past him all rudely like that.
I just look over my shoulder and tell him to go back in and ask him where to go.
Fine. Where's this power plant they're talking? You know what? You're stoned. You got a map.
I'm the barkeep. I'm not stoned, man. I'm a little buzzed, a little high, but I'm not stoned.
Dude.
Assuming you're talking about the abandoned power plant, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, northern end of town, outskirts, go up the mountain a little ways, you'll find it. There are signs all around telling you where Skagway used to be, man. But that place is spooky, scary. It's a ghost town. No one ever goes up there.
Thanks. Enjoy
Hey,
your...
Otto, does the name Mistral or Spectre mean anything to you?
Also, man, that's a chill necklace.
Thanks.
Some sort of like voodoo thing or something. I'm
gonna-
getting a strange vibe from that.
I'm gonna voodoo you with this lid here in a second.
You're way too violent, bro.
Sorry about my friends here. They're apparently not really in tune with other people.
Otto, does the name Spectre mean anything to you?
It means a ghost, man.
What about
Also,
Mistral?
I like you, little dude. You're chill.
No, thanks.
He's 6 feet
Wanna
tall.
take
I
a
wouldn't
hit,
say a
dude?
little dude.
I'm 5 foot tall.
You want to take a hit with me? He also materializes a joint.
I don't like getting hit. Thanks.
Oh, you're not gonna get hit, man. You want some?
No, I think I'm okay, but thanks.
Alright, you're lost, man.
Yes, I'm surely lost in that.
With that last exhale that Otto does, he sort of blows it in the direction of Malkier, and Malkier gets what he thinks is a contact eye, and all he sees is like a flash, and sees a slight image, and the only thing he can make out from the image is like a piece of metal that says General Electric Company on it.
I just kind of like shake my head and start heading north.
Let's go to the power plant before someone gets the
I knew it was big business. GE, of course. Oh, not that GE. Gotcha.
Alright, so we're heading to the power plant, it appears.
Should have left the rest of his behind.
So are you walking there? How are you getting there?
I mean, can we take the jet?
Well, does Otto have a car?
Let's take Otto's car. Yeah,
He's
I like that idea.
he's a washed out old hippie. Do you think he has a car?
He probably has a van
Possible.
somewhere. You know, Volkswagen. You know.
Also, for what it's worth, you can only take a car so far.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's what? How many miles back to the jet? Or we can walk the rest of the way to the power plant? What do y'all want to do?
I mean, Lutra's just kind of walking. Figure you guys are following along.
Well,
Although at one point he says, "Man, I really need to get some sandals or something." Ow, ow.
Yeah, so I guess we'd be walking then if Otto doesn't have a car that we can hop on.
and the fact that it's been 3 months and we just now noticed that Lutra's not wearing shoes when he's in human form. Yeah, just
No, Lutra's always no. Lutra always looks like he's wearing shoes in human form, but he doesn't have any in otter form because no one makes shoes for an anthropomorphic otter.
right. No, I'm just saying that even Anton's just now putting that together. That
Right.
you're not wearing
Yeah.
shoes.
Well, but as in human form, it looks like he is.
Yeah, this is why it took 3 months for Anton to realize Lutra
Gotcha.
wasn't.
Gotcha. Right. No. No.
Should we go get you some?
Do you know where they would make shoes for someone like me? Have you seen my feet? They don't really match what your humans look like.
We'll take you to a basketball game. They make shoes your size. Don't worry.
What does basketball have to do with it? What is basketball? Why would you put a basket in a ball?
No.
As you're walking by you're walking by a TV store, and you happen to see highlights of Michael Jordan in 1992 in the NBA Finals.
This is basketball.
Oh. Oh, okay.
It's
Oh, you put the ball in the basket.
there
Okay.
you go.
Why wouldn't it be called ball basket then? Why is it basketball?
Let's not worry about that. Let's just
Okay.
press on.
Okay.
So it's going to take you guys a couple of hours to get there because the hike to the Skagway power plant is long and hilly and mountainous, and if you want to Google it, Skaguay, it's actually a real thing.
What? Why would they put a power plant this far away from anything?
So what? Can we do perception? See the outskirts of the power plant and see what we see.
You can, but I'm going to give you this one for free as you approach it. As you finally make your way over the river and through the woods to Grandmother's power plant, you will see in your journals, well, an abandoned power plant.
That's a power plant. Looks
And
abandoned.
I'm going to need fortitude saves from everybody as you approach.
So it begins, chat.
For those of you playing the drinking game at home, you know what to do.
Don't. Actually, if you started playing the drinking game, you're already dead. So
Probably, yeah.
we
So
hold no responsibility for this in any case.
So Lutra's fine, Anton's fine. Malkier feels a little nauseous.
I think that stout wasn't that good.
Mine was pretty good.
Yeah, that was not bad of a drink.
And Lutra, give me a perception check. Oh, well, that'll do it. I'm not even going to get fancy dancy. After he mentions the stout, you catch a whiff on the air. You smell half of Spectre-ish.
Huh. Lucha kind of... At this point, Lucha, like, almost automatically, like, shimmies out of human form into otter form, and he kind of, like, reaches his muzzle up and sniffs the air, and just starts running off in that direction. Kind of looks back and says, "This way, guys!"
As you start running, you immediately are stopped because you once again hear the Lutra. But when it gets to the point where it would normally be "come find me" that you hear, it's a little bit longer, like it's almost giving direction, but all the direction is muffled. You can't make it out.
He just looks around, almost like confused and panically, like, "Ah!" He yells his head again and stops moving forward.
You okay, Lutra? You
No, I just heard Spectre's voice again. He told me to come find him, but he's trying to tell me something, but I can't hear it.
And the other two they start hearing what almost sounds like voices on the wind, but there's absolutely no wind going on around here.
you hear that, Malkier? I'm hearing.
Anton, I want you to stay back.
No.
Well, don't think that we have enough issue right now trying to find Inspector. We don't need to be able to find you also.
Well,
But
yeah,
Lucha and I
exactly.
handle
I
it.
don't want to stay back, because then you have to find me.
No, he's fine with us.
I'm sticking close to y'all, because worst comes to
There's
worst, I'm hiding
nothing-
behind the otter.
There's nothing here. Hey! There's nothing here, anyway.
Lucha, listen to that sound. Something is here.
Right, but nothing is gonna attack us, clearly.
Lucha, you just cursed this entire mission. You know that, right?
Probably. No? What are you talking about? There's nothing here. Lucha points over to the around place.
And sees a bird.
Right.
Watch out.
Yeah. Watch out. As you say that, and he says, "Watch out." Does a 27 hit you?
Oh, yeah.
Well, a blast of some sort of energy hits you, and I'm going to need you to make a toughness save, DC 27. Are you taking the bruise in a day, or the 2 bruises in a staggered?
Probably not. Do I have hero points? Oh, yeah, we
Everyone starts a session with 1.
Yeah. I guess I better.
Alrighty. However, you roll the 1, so you're going to get a plus. It's going to be a 19, so you'll take a bruise in a days.
How much better? What is Days do again exactly?
You can only either do a move or a standard action that round.
Got it.
Also, I will need perception checks from every.
I just rolled 2 1s in a row.
Yep. And the only reason I'm not going to give it to you is because you rolled the 1. So you don't see where that blast came from.
We know the general direction, though, because he got knocked the opposite direction, right?
Yes, but you don't see specifically where. What I will say is the general direction it came from is inside the building. Or in that general direction.
Lutra, you okay?
No.
I need you to make another... At this point, Lutra, I need you to make another toughness save, as the from that blast is still clinging to your fur.
Someone's going to need a bath.
Apparently.
Yep. A second daze isn't going to do anything, but it is going to be another bruise.
Okay.
Guys, we should retreat for now and see something's going on here.
Apparently. Oh.
Also, the air smells of even more burnt otter.
Yeah.
Let's retreat so Lutra can compose himself and
Yeah.
talk about what's going on here.
Yeah.
So we just go out of sight of the building. How long does it take for bruises to go away, Teach?
I believe it's an hour per.
1 per hour, unless you have regeneration of some sort.
And what time of day is this?
Mid-afternoon.
Lutra, it's your call, but if you're not up to this, we should probably wait.
Just give me a bit here.
As you're waiting, Anton and Mount here start hearing the wind a little bit louder, and it sounds like voices, but they're completely inaudible.
Okay, I'm out here. I'm definitely hearing something now. I know it.
Yeah, that's what has me so on edge. Lutra, do you hear anything?
Outside of the sound I'm hearing in my headphones right now, yes. Oh, was that on purpose?
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
I'm sorry.
intentional.
That was intentional.
Okay, I'm looking at every internet browser I've got up. Like, where is that coming from?
That was me using my buttons on Roll20.
Sorry. Okay, so what'd you say, Dirk? I'm sorry.
Lutra, do you hear anything on the wind?
Yeah. A lot, apparently. Oh.
Something's going
You
on
can't
here,
use
guys.
treatment. You can't use treatment on yourself, can you?
Treatment will only allow you to cover more than 1 bruise an hour, but it requires basically somebody else to do it for you because they're basically treating you like you're in a hospital.
I have treatment, so let's try that.
You can.
You're bored there.
Yeah, you don't do anything. You try and bandage him up, and you end up pulling off otter hairs as you rip it off after to reschedule it.
Yeah, sorry.
Just stop. Okay.
Okay.
I'll take it from here. Thanks. Appreciate
I'm just picturing Dead by Daylight now, where you try to heal someone and you miss the quick time event.
Right now,
Hey,
you know what happens when you get bubblegum into your hair? You know how patchy it gets? That's Lutra at this point. His hand is burnt, the back of his fur is burnt, his tail's a little scorched. Yeah, he's a patchy otter.
it.
That's gonna take a little while to grow back, isn't it? Sorry, I tried. I mean, I'm pretty useless right now, aren't I?
And that's why I wanted you to leave you back at headquarters.
Oh, be quiet, Malcure. It's fine.
Anton, give me a perception check, please. Never mind.
Lucha only takes a rest for 1 hour and then gets everyone up. It's like, all right, let's just go, guys. Come on, let's go. We've got to help Spectre.
You sure you're okay?
No, but we should just go.
I can try to treat you again.
I think I'm fine, but thanks.
So I just get up and start walking back towards the building. And this time I go and like battle ready with my weapons drawn.
I'm gonna pull my.
Well, as you
shield
approach,
out.
I'm going to need perception checks.
I'm at least approaching with my shield out, or well, my frying pan.
Well, you're all going to see this because apparently I like to roll 2s on this check. You definitely see somebody or something standing in one of the windows of the power plant. So you won't be caught off guard, and I'm just going to have it sort of scatter you all when he fires another one of those blasts in your general direction.
Look out!
So I just kind of like combat roll.
Yeah, jumps out of the way.
Guys, you see where that came from?
Yep.
Yep. Now, what are you gonna do
You
about
see
it?
what it was?
No clue what it was. But
Well, Lutra got a high enough perception check that, well, I'm just going to show you the picture and let Lutra describe it. You should have another. You should have another journal entry.
Is that from Suikoden?
It might be Laszlo from 4.
That's what I thought. Carry on.
Is there a way for you to push that back to me to pop it out?
Go in your journal, and there should be one entitled question.
Yeah, I have to fix that. Hold on.
Lutra
There we go. I have a
looks,
solution.
Lutra just looks over and says, "It's definitely someone up there. He looks normal, like normal human. Nothing like we've actually run into yet." Or let me rephrase that. Nothing like the other stuff we've run into already.
Well, I think we just gotta get moving so he can't get another jump on us.
Sure.
Lutra starts tapping his belt immediately and goes invisible.
Even though Lutra does that, Anton, you actually know exactly where he's moving. Like, you don't know why, but you know exactly where he's standing.
Hey, Lutra, you did.
And every time he moves and takes a step, you know where he is.
Is he still invisible as far as sight, though, for me?
Yep.
Hey, Lutra, I know exact. This is weird. You're invisible, right? Like your belt's working.
As far as I can tell. Oh, Kirk, you see me?
No. I can see your feet. I can see your footprints, but I can't see you.
I pick a small pebble up and toss it directly to him. I can see exactly where you are.
Hey! Huh.
And that's not.
Lutra pat like steps 3 steps to the right.
I throw another rock and hit him.
Ow! Hey!
See?
How are you doing that?
I don't know.
Huh. Whatever.
We can figure this out later. Let's go, guys.
Let's go.
Well, making your way to the inside of the power plant, let's do a little scene transition, shall we? Welcome to the inside of an abandoned power plant.
Okay, if we start hearing air sirens and then everything starts changing, we're just running, okay?
This reminds me of Ghost Hunters.
Kind of.
There have been some, a little bit of, just motivation from Ghost Hunters.
But now that you're inside, I'll need perception checks.
It's a danger noodle. What is with my rolls again, like always?
Let's say, what do you mean, what's with them? That's called normal.
Hey, last week I was pretty good.
True. So Malkier is oblivious. He's sort of on guard. But Lutra and Anton will both notice 2 things. One, you'll definitely notice hiding behind one of those back pillars is the person that Lutra described. And you'll also notice what appears to be somebody laying on a makeshift bed-like structure in the back of the room, which, according to Lutra, smells very much like a Gale Mistral.
They're just gonna kind of walk in the direction of the bed as stealthily as he can.
And I'm assuming I can sense the person there as well, since I've now seen.
You know exactly. You basically, it's weird. This is really weird for you, but like every time Lutra takes a step, you know where he is. Like the person who you saw up behind the wall, he's also basically moving, and he takes a couple of steps, and then you lose your idea of where he is, but you're not sure why.
All right.
So I don't see this person, correct?
No. Your perception did not beat his passive stealth.
Yay.
So Lutra's going up towards the place where the Mistral lookalike is.
Yep, I will need you to make a stealth check. Okay, good enough.
As you get close, Lutra hears something in his head. Hopefully my mic picks it up. And that just keeps getting louder and louder. It's just on cycle. Like, as you get closer, it gets louder.
I don't know what that was. I try to hear it.
Let me do it again. I'll make it
is it
louder.
just noise?
Yeah, it's just noise.
Oh, okay. Like, how loud are you talking about?
Uncomfortably so.
Right.
Yeah, like...
Gotcha. Yeah, Lucha would kind of grab his head and whimper a bit.
All right. Anton's going to be the only one who's going to sense this. Is as Lutra's whimpering, you're going to just know, you're going to feel the guy sort of land from wherever he was, and you can tell he's going after Lutra, who is not prepared for an attack.
So I'm going to take my cast iron shield and interpose into the attack.
Okay, so I'm going to drag some pitons onto the board here. But I know a 19 is going to hit you. So go ahead and roll your toughness, and then I'll describe what happens. Alrighty, so as Lutra sort of cowering from the sonic noise, Malkier is going to see this happen. Anton moves a little faster than you were expecting him to. He's attempting to block the attack, which is a couple of daggers, with the shield, but the attacker is too good to just let the shield hit them. So he hits Anton squarely in the chest, but then something kind of weird happens. It appears as if he sort of turns, like, armor kind of appears, but it's made out of rock. He kind of looks like the Thing.
Later, Anton. And
I just got hit with. Okay.
Also, you see the look on the face of the guy who attacked you. He is also in awe of what he's seeing.
Am I able to counter off of this?
No, he's moving. He moves a little too quickly for you to counter because you weren't expecting that, so you're also a little stunned by the manifestation that just happened.
Guys, we have two problems.
I'm not sure if Lutra has any idea, because he's currently, suffering, I'm assuming.
I mean, I more or less knocked you out of the way, almost.
Right. Or that, too. I don't know
He
if
is
that
sort of-
noise is still in his head.
That's up to the Phantasm.
What was that? I only heard half of it.
I was just saying, is that noise still in his head?
No. Actually, Anton may notice this, depending on Lutra's reaction, but almost the same time as the flash of rock appears, the noise abruptly stops. Like that power sort of just interrupted the noise.
Okay, so Lutra shakes his head and starts to stand up like, oh, man. Oh,
You okay,
gosh.
Lutra?
No, I don't like this place.
I just had a rock come out of my chest. I'm not sure what you've got going on, but yeah.
What are you talking about? He says that as Lutra kind of finally looks up at you. What are you talking? Ah!
Yeah. So the person with the 2 daggers has sort of done one of those backflips and has sort of landed, and he's ready to attack. So it's initiative time.
I need to raise my initiative somehow.
Tech. All right, because of what he rolled, both Malkir and Anton are going to get a hero point because he is using C's initiative, so he can go first in the order.
Why don't I get one?
Because he rolled higher than you.
Oh,
We're getting villain pointed.
fair enough.
I'm gonna take a wild guess that they're attacking me again.
No, actually. He's just going to look and go, why does everybody not want me to have anything nice? The one time I get something nice, and you and your kind have to come and take it from me.
What are you talking about?
And he is attacking Lutra with dual daggers.
What? Yeah, that hits by a lot.
Yeah, I'm not going to give him the multi-attack, though, because you're technically still invisible.
Oh.
He knows where you are because where Anton pushed you out of the way, there's a sort of little cloud of dust where the otter went. So I'm not going to give him the multi-attack bonus for that because there's no feasible way he could multi-attack you there. So it's just going to be a DC 21.
Oh. There goes Lutra. Have fun, guys. I'm out for this whole thing.
No, Lutra's going to take 2 bruises and a stagger. He's still technically in it.
Oh, I thought I was unconscious from that.
Nope, that's only a fail by 11. You need to fail by 16 or more to go unconscious.
Right.
Now you know how I feel.
Anton's up as you just saw him stab, and you hear.
You mean how I've been attacked and unable to do anything about it, and had to use my hero point before anything happened? Yeah, that's fun.
Oh, I fully imagine Lutra's going to kick the ever-living crap out of this guy.
No, I'm not. I can't do damage to anything.
Alright, so it's Anton's turn. Take the hammer out and the little ball peen hammer that the AI gave me and swing at him. How do you want me to roll this, by the way?
Well, how I want you to roll this is the following. As you take out the hammer to start swinging at this guy, it's sort of, the rock sort of goes from your chest, moves up your arm, and transforms the little ball peen hammer you have into an earthen maul that sort of mimics the hammer you used to have. You don't know why or how this is happening, you just know you have a hammer made of rock.
Okay, yeah, this is cool. Let's swing it.
Well, you will definitely hit him. And he will definitely take a bruise as he's caught unaware by, holy crap, that ball peen hammer just turned into a giant freaking sledge. Malkir is up.
Do I have a clear line of sight to him?
From where you're standing, absolutely.
Alright, so I'm just going to hold out my hand, and you guys would probably feel like the wind and the air start to get hot. I'm going to attack with a new move.
Alrighty, so that is a 11, so he needs to make a DC 21 dodge check. Which he will do. So he has evasion, so you're going to create this. I mean, first of all, for those watching who've never seen this before, he basically goes full on flamethrower mode. And because it looks really cool, you sort of smacked him with the maul. And to dodge out of the way of the incoming flamethrower, he uses the momentum of getting hit from the maul to backflip out of the way, and the flamethrower just creates a raise of burnt dirt in the path where he was standing, giving you the impression that had he been caught in that, he'd be nothing but cinders.
Lutra kind of just watches all of this with his maw open, like, what happened to both of you?
I don't know.
Okay.
Technically, it is the man in the bed's turn if anything wants to happen.
He sleeps.
Lutra.
Well, what am I right now? I don't even know.
2 bruises and a staggered.
What does that mean?
You can only take either a movement or a standard action, and you are at -1 speed rank. And if you take a second staggered, while staggered, you would go unconscious. You can spend a full round to shake off the staggered. You can only do that once per combat.
So I'm not considered vulnerable or anything like that, right, Ned?
Nope.
Okay. I'm thinking.
Cue the Jeopardy music.
How close is this guy to me? Can I even attack him from where I'm at?
He's technically right there.
So I'm probably not going to be able to reach him.
Right.
Alright, and that stagger stays with me the entire... until I do
no.
that?
You can spend a full round to shake it off. You can only shake it off once per combat.
Right, I get that. That's what I mean, is if I don't do that, I'm still staggered.
Correct.
Fine, I might as well just do that then.
Alright, Lutra sort of shakes his head and does all that fun stuff. But it is this guy's turn, and he kind of pissed at Anton now.
Are we surprised by this?
So he's actually backing up a little bit and raising up his left hand. And the best way I can describe what you see is, has anyone seen Inuyasha?
Yes.
Right. You know the monk with the vacuum hand? I forget his name.
I don't know what that is.
Anyway, what looks to be like a little mouth opens up on this guy's hand, and this foul energy of some sort is just excreting from it. Unfortunately for Phantasm, since he's technically still sleepy, he's not going to get this dodge check. But Anton and Lutra are going to need to make dodge checks as he's using gaseous miasma.
What is it with you and the word miasma?
Yeah, seriously.
What was it?
A cloud of foul, lingering bleep. Okay, Lutra will avoid this, not a problem. Anton, on the other hand, and technically Phantasm, will need to make fortitude saves. The DC is 22.
The unconscious one rolls a nat 20.
I mean, that's how that normally goes, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
But when it goes to hit Phantasm, Phantasm doesn't move or anything. You just see like this black smoke come up and around him.
Oh, and here I thought we were gonna get him, like, you know, turning over like onto his side in bed or something, and just completely dodging it on actual accident.
That's only if a hero point happens.
Oh, okay.
But it is, in fact, Anton's turn.
Yeah, Anton's kind of looking at his hand now, trying to figure out what just happened as far as the giant club that's been generated. Yeah, so we're going to kind of reach out and swing again.
All right, go ahead and reach out and touch somebody.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh!
a
Woo-hoo.
lot of green boxes there.
I assume you want to add 5 to the DC?
sure.
Why? I mean, like, why wouldn't he?
Uh,
No, I was just wondering, is there an actual other option?
Yeah, you can add a secondary effect, which would be a base rank of a 0. So if, say, you wanted to add like an affliction, it would be a DC 10 save, so you can add other things, but there's very little reason to do that aside from adding the extra 5 to
Gotcha.
DC. This is probably going to
See
hurt a
that
little
rock
bit.
coming.
Apparently not.
No, definitely did not.
Oh, wow. That's a one shot, I think.
I do believe we'll have to call that move entombed in stone.
So, as he's sort of dancing and dodging around and releasing this cloud of gas, you just wind up and go full on, since we're based out of Bay City here, Barry Bonds on him and just deposit him.
I take it he uses a hammer.
Oh, he used the earthen hammer. Yeah, you deposit him about 3 pillars back, and as you go to, I'm assuming, sort of expand and expound on everything, you're going to hear this sort of maniacal evil. And you hear, "Take him, your friend. He served his purpose. But soon, all the world will be tainted, and my reign will begin." And a sort of weird black portal just sort of comes up and engulfs this guy, and he disappears.
Well, that's not natural. Hey, well, not that any of this has been natural, but
Lucha just runs over to Spectre, or what he thinks is Spectre.
I'm kind of looking at Malkier. What just happened here?
Lucha.
Oh, the hammer disappears, by the way, because you're no longer in danger, as does the earthen armor.
Lutra, be careful. We don't know if he's still our friend or not.
Lucha's completely disregarding Melchior right now. And just kneeling next to Spectre. Like, puts his hands on him.
When you do that, Spectre is ice cold to the touch.
Lucha's hands got jump on, like, oh, he's cold. Extremely cold. That's not normal, right?
Not usually, but I mean,
Lucha kind of lowers his head down towards Spectre's ears. Spectre, we found you.
Lutra, does he seem healthy?
No.
A treatment check would tell you.
Oh, hey, check that out.
Spectre has surprisingly or Phantasm at this point, has surprisingly a normal heart rate.
Okay.
Which, of course, tells Lutra he's at least alive.
Right. Well, he's alive. He's very cold, but he is alive. Oh, I know. Valkyrie, you should hug Spectre, because he's really cold. You're really hot, so that'll make everything better, right?
That would be a really, really bad idea.
Okay.
At this point, that noise that TG played for us earlier, he doesn't have to do it again, but that noise makes everything inaudible for Malkir and Anton, but Lutra doesn't hear it at all. And then outside, it grows oddly dark, like almost like clouds, probably about a mile thick, have just covered the sky.
Uh,
We're not alone, guys. Be ready. Well, I won't be able to say anything because I wouldn't be able to hear him.
what's going on?
I just kind of grabbed my head and dropped to one knee.
Guys? Lucha looks down at Phantasm. Spectre? What's going on? Are you there? Look, it took a while and a lot, but we found you. I came here where you said, but what's going on? It's scaring us a bit.
At this point, it is pouring down rain outside. There's a lightning bolt and a loud crash of thunder. And appearing right in front of Lutra is Mistral.
You again?
Thank you for finding me.
Oh. Of course. What's going on? What is all this?
I fear that while we stopped one evil, we've released many others.
You're talking about the globe thing, right?
Well, yes. What you just fought is not of this earth.
Oh.
Mistral, can you shut that damn noise off?
Thanks.
Not literally, but yeah.
Oh, you guys don't see Mistral. Mistral is just literally talking to Lutra again.
Oh, okay, well, ignore that then, chat.
You guys are still actually deafened by the howling.
Right.
I fear that we're going to see many more of these. And it's me that allowed them to gain their strength. So, for now, I bid you farewell as Mistral. I bid you farewell as Spectre.
No! Spectre, don't go. Look, we need you here.
It's okay. I will no longer be Spectre. From now on, my name will be Mistral. And with that, instead of turning into the wind form that you've seen with Mistral and Spectre in the past, he turns into that dark energy like the Death Eaters and shoots up and then down immediately into Mistral's body.
And
And
kind of like jumps up and is like, ah!
And as that happens, Mistral's head falls in the direction of Lutra, and his eyes open.
Huh? Hi! Hey! Hi! You awake?
When Lutra asks him that, he kind of just smirks and, I know you.
Yeah. Hi. Lucha waits. At this point, I'm actually kind of confused, but... Are you... Well, Spectre? Or Mistral, or...
My name is Mistral.
Hi, Mistral.
Hi, Lutra.
Lucha walks up to him and looks him over for a moment. Looks at him a bit longer and finally just hugs him.
Do we still hear this noise?
When Lutra hugs Spectre, or Mistral, when Lutra hugs Phantasm, Phantasm looks up and he sort of just starts absorbing some of the darkness from outside. Now it is still raining and everything, but as he absorbs that darkness, the voices just sort of go away.
Oh, thank goodness. That was painful. Can we... Oh. What is going on, Lutra?
Guys, we found him.
Yay! Now, someone want to explain why my hand turned into a giant rock?
And at this point, Mistral, never actually seeing Anton fully out of his body armor, looks up and is like, am I supposed to know you?
Oh, okay. Out of game for a second. I'm completely confused on what name you're going by.
It's supposed to be Phantasm. I have to get into the habit of it too.
No problem. Okay. So anyway, sorry. So anyway, Lucha
Just
says,
replace every instance of him saying Mistral with Phantasm.
that's kind of what I figured what was happening. Okay. So Lucha says, oh, Phantasm, that's Anton. Just, he lost his armor. We don't know where it is. He literally lost his armor.
Yeah, it's been a weird 3 months now.
Right. Because this is Phantasm. Or what was Spectre, I guess. I'm not quite sure I understand it. He says he calls himself Phantasm, but it's Spectre. Same guy.
Well, not entirely the same guy. And with that, Phantasm just sort of holds up his hand and like flicks his wrist, and dark, like black and purple energy just start emanating from his hand.
I just kind of look over at Phantasm and kind of like raise my hand. You just see like a ball of flame in it. I'm like, yeah, similar.
So, wait, Anton, you said the past 3 months?
Apparently.
2.
Oh dear.
What's up?
So we left the Bermuda Triangle, and when we got back to the tower, it had been 2 months.
Guys, can I suggest that we get back to the plane and let's talk in a more secure environment?
Sure, fine with me, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get out of this place. 'cause the
Phantasm, can you walk? Do you need help?
I'm fine. My plane still exists?
Yeah, the jet's still here.
We took a plane. It may not be yours, but we took a plane.
No, I think it's the same one.
Maybe. It's got a sarcastic sense of humor, so I'm pretty sure it's the same one.
Right, so yeah, it's the same plane.
Alright, let's go.
So we just lead Spectre back to it.
Lutra kind of stands up.
All
All right.
Lutra finally stands up and he's just like, "Ah, I hurt all over."
I reached into my cloak and tossed my packet of Swedish fish I had with me.
It doesn't even look like that's going to make him feel better. He still grabs it, though.
Poor Otter. You want to go get another beer?
No. I just want to go home and sleep.
So it takes you guys a little while to get back there, but when you finally approach the plane, Phantasm noticed that while it is his plane, it looks like it's been effectively underwater for 2 months. The outside of it looks like absolute trash.
I think we would have noticed this. I could have at least prepared him for it.
Did no one bother to look at the plane before we left? Or we just hopped on? Yeah, of course.
At least a training.
Yeah.
I mean, you can always wash it later.
I ain't washing it.
We'll get Hub to do it.
I'll just kind of get on the airship. Yeah, not the airship, but the ship, and get back to my seat.
I'm going to sit down and kind of pull the amulet out and start looking at it like, was this what did it? Was it really?
Lutra finds someplace to lie down. Like over a couple of seats, whatever.
The AI on the ship provides Lucha with a fluffy down feather pillow.
Thank you.
Hey, Anton, can I try something?
What?
I just kind of like reach out and I just slug him right in the shoulder.
It feels like you punched rock. The impervious on the armor will soak your fist.
Okay.
However, I'll need you to make a toughness save to not break your hand.
Well, that's not good.
Well, you're not going to break your hand, but it's still going to hurt like hell.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I just like shake my hand and go and sit back in my seat.
He's like, ow, God.
So Anton at this point is kind of looking at the medallion, looking at his arm, looking at the medallion, going, "Really? What is this?"
As Anton's doing that, Phantasm walks back from the ship's dock. He's like, well, at least no one's tried piloting this thing because the autopilot logs are backed up completely.
Yeah,
Do
I pressed the button.
you trust any of us to fly this thing?
No, actually, I'm quite thankful.
Yeah, I wouldn't let any of them fly it. The AI speaks up.
AI, let's make path back for Bay City.
Sounds good. As the back hatch of the plane begins to close, I'm going to need a perception check from the only two people who are back there, which is Anton and Phantasm.
Well, why don't I be in the back as well?
Right, but you're more focused on the fact that you nearly just broke your hand.
And I'm effectively unconscious.
The two nats.
Wow!
Oh my.
Okay, so both of you will see this as the door is closing. And I'll need insight checks from both of you as well.
Oh, wow, really? You
Okay,
know what?
well,
I had the hero point, so
reroll it. Okay.
Nice, there you
there
go.
we go.
Okay.
Much better.
So you see what appears to be a man in his mid to late 20s, sort of just leaning up against a tree, trying to do like the whole slide behind a tree, like he was trying to watch you guys. Obviously, he wasn't too successful. And with
Does
both
he
of
have
your
an apple
insight
in his
checks-
hand?
He does not have an apple in his hand. But with both of your insight checks, especially Phantasms, Anton's kind of sure about this, but as far as Phantasm's concerned, that bears a shocking resemblance to Connor. But
Phantasm just shakes his head.
like Phantasm is more sure of it than Anton, but you both sort of think that has a shocking resemblance to Connor.
Hey, Phantasm, do you see that? That looks like someone we know.
Yeah, but that's impossible, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's just... That guy looks like he's in his 20s.
Yeah,
Wow.
you said 3 months, not 3 years.
Nothing makes sense anymore.
Do we hear like any of this? Just out of curiosity.
Perception checks.
I mean, to be fair, Lutra's passed out, isn't he?
I'll say Lutra does.
Lutra kind of slowly sits up and says, "What's impossible? If there's one thing I've learned on this, suddenly it's nothing's impossible."
Yeah, but this doesn't make sense. How?
What doesn't make sense?
We just saw someone 10 years older than they should be.
Oh,
Yeah.
who?
I'm pretty sure it looked like Connor.
His ears perk up and he sits up more like, "What?"
Yeah, but it wasn't Connor. It was Connor in his mid to late 20s.
It's only been 3 months at the most. Like, he couldn't have aged that fast. That just can't be right.
I mean, I've heard of puberty, but my goodness.
Lucha clearly tries to get off of where he's at, as he stands up and then immediately like collapses to the ground, just like, oh.
Just rest there, Lutra. Don't.
But if
hurt
Connor's
yourself.
outside, he's clearly not actually heard much of what you've said. He's just heard the name Connor. But he doesn't like otherwise look like he's really heard what you've said, and he's also mostly delirious now,
Go back to sleep.
laying on the floor.
Because it's cold and it feels good.
No, because he fell off the whatever he was laying on.
Oh, okay.
So with that, Anton's gonna sit back down and start kind of examining the amulet and trying to.
You're not even going to help your otter friend off the floor.
No.
Okay.
I'm Anton's.
Phantasm picks Lutra up.
Well, Anton at this point is too perplexed by the fact that he's had his hand turned to stone and was literally saved by a boulder showing up in front of his chest. Like, Anton's quite not fully functional. Like, even the fact that he saw Connor is kind of like, did that really happen?
So about a minute passes and Phantasm's like, "Oh, yeah, what I meant to tell you guys back at the building. We weren't the only ones who left.
Who left what?
Who left from underwater.
Who else left?
I don't know who they are. I just know that there's 13 of them and that they're evil. Like nothing we've we've seen before. And who you dealt with tonight is just the beginning.
Phantasm, just so you know, we've gone through some changes also. Otter here can create sonic booms, and Anton is now apparently made of rock. And I am apparently made of fire now, so probably don't want to touch me, and I don't know about the other two.
I mean, clearly I form rock when you try to punch me, so I don't recommend that out here. That wasn't smart.
It was a test for science.
You hear the AI for science.
You hear
All of a
Lucha
sudden,
you hear Lutra mumble. Anton's not as cuddly anymore.
and now in the background of the ship, you hear Thomas Dolby playing.
Science!
Blinded me with science.
AI, stop it.
That's not me.
So while we're
Anton, stop it.
do you think
You all look and there's Phantasm over at the radio tuning it.
Anton's gonna walk over to the computer and kind of start searching for the necklace in the database, trying to find any information out. Kind of just perplexed by what's going on.
Well, the only information you're going to get is that the symbol or the design of that is known as an everlasting knot.
Thanks, computer. That was useful.
Lucha snores loudly.
Spectre or Phantasm, whoever you are, can you turn that radio off? I'm trying to think here.
Phantasm looks over at Anton, smiles, flips a switch, and it goes to the Jeopardy theme.
Yeah, I can see you're still a smartass.
Yeah, some things never change. Are we there yet?
I wouldn't see why we wouldn't be.
Yeah, you're pretty much there at this point.
Hey, Lutra. Lutra!
What?
We're back. Get up.
Okay. Lucha doesn't move.
Phantasm walks over to Lutra, sort of kneels in front of him and takes his arms, wraps them around his neck, and just stands up, carrying Lutra on his back.
Thanks.
Hey, Anton, one more test. I just gotta take my hands. I just like grab his shoulder and
Yeah.
You just grab his shoulder.
yeah.
He feels like a normal human.
Why not? But would he feel like how I burnt Lucha earlier?
No, because your power is a reaction power. So it reacts to people touching you, not you touching them.
True.
You all right there, Mount here? You just feeling me here?
I just shake my head and just walk by him.
So I'm gonna head straight to Casey's office, or I'm gonna ask Hub to find Casey for me.
Still in the lab studying the cadet.
Still? How long were we gone?
Not that long, apparently.
About 8 or so hours, give or take, but apparently, from what I understand, hold on, let me bring the video up. It appears that the symptoms are starting to mysteriously disappear.
I'm gonna head down to the lab to meet Casey.
Yeah.
Well, Lutra's at the mercy of wherever Phantasm's going.
Right. Hey, Phantasm, where are we going?
I'm taking you to the infirmary to rest a little bit.
Okay. I used to hate infirmaries. What's an infirmary?
It's a bed in a hospital for you to get better.
Okay. I used to be scared of hospitals. Are we in a hospital?
We're back at our base. You're fine.
Oh, so it's Casey's hospital.
Yes.
Okay. That one's okay. He won't test me or anything. I think. You won't let him, will you?
No.
Okay, thanks.
But as Phantasm gets back, he waits for Lutra to fall asleep again, and then he places Lutra in a hyperbaric chamber to sort of help out, but he knew to wait, otherwise Lutra would have started freaking out.
Gotcha.
Oh, that's hilarious. Next time on Dragon Ball Lutra.
Right.
His power level's over 9,000.
No, we're only PL 11.
Right.
It's over 11.
Phantasm.
So what is Anton doing in ye old laboratory?
So is Casey's still in there, I'm assuming.
Yeah, he's sort of at this point just sitting back looking at readings, and he's sort of flabbergasted. He has this is a look you've never seen on his face before. It's bewilderment.
Hey, Casey. You alright? That's the same face that Lutra had a minute ago.
Yeah, this is weird. I mean, they were 100% correct in their analysis. The cadet was presenting symptoms that mimicked radiation poisoning to a T, but there's no residual radiation at all. There's nothing indicating radiation poisoning, and over the past hour or so, the symptoms have been, disappearing at a massively rapid rate.
Well, we went to Colorado Springs, and we found this guy there who I smashed with a giant boulder that came out of my hand, which we need to talk about that in just a second.
Well, hold on. What? A giant boulder came out of your hand?
More so my arm and hand turned into a giant boulder and absolutely crushed this guy into a tiny little speck. Yeah.
And what am I supposed to do about that?
I don't know. You tell me what's going on here, because it also, formed it stopped two daggers from hitting me.
I mean, I've run all the tests on everybody, who wanted to. You're not a metahuman. You have no dark matter energy in your body at all, so it's nothing I can do scientifically to help you or to figure out what's going on.
Okay. But back to what's at hand. So we kind of took it to this guy, and this giant void energy sucked him back in, and we found Phantasm, or Spectre as you know him, I think, maybe.
Good. That's good.
So basically now we have more questions. Also, Malkir apparently is on fire. I don't know. Has Hub been complaining about furniture?
Yes. Something about 3 couches in 2 days.
Yeah, something's going on weird with the only. Well, no, the otter. Yeah, Lutra. Yeah.
Oh, Hub has shown me the video several times.
Yeah.
The first time he decided to do it when I was in mode, I couldn't know what the heck was going on and thought I could use a chuckle, and not gonna lie, watching Lutra get bounced off the wall was kind of hilarious.
So, I got this amulet. That's the only thing that's changed for me. But what's going on?
As you ask what's going on, you get a weird sort of vision. You sort of just get this couple like when you see a strobe light, the strobe light happening. You sort of get that sort of feel, and then you're no longer in the lab where you were. You're sort of looking, and it looks like you're in the ruins of the same lab, I mean, in just looking around, everything looks destroyed.
What
And
here?
Everything looks destroyed. There doesn't look like there's been anything in here. And give me a quick perception check. All right. The only thing that you see is you see a date on a calendar, and it's July 31st. Or it's the calendar. It's like one of those desktop calendars, so the calendar a day thing. And the last date on this calendar, you're not sure how accurate it is, but the last day on the calendar is July 31st, 2023.
That can't be right.
And then you flash back into where you were with Casey, who is in the middle of trying to explain to you how it's probably some sort of magic in nature and he can't do anything about it. And he's gone off on a long dissertation at this point.
I'm sorry, what can't... I'll start over.
If I start over, never mind.
We're good.
Casey, do you know how I can stop this? I just touched the armchair and it burst into flame.
Probably by focusing your energies.
Well, it's unconscious. I can't control this.
Well, you might be able to. I mean, if the stories you told me are true of his stuff reacting to danger, maybe you could figure out a way to get yours to react to danger. I mean, knowing your training, aren't you in tune to danger as it is?
My whole life is danger. That's why I'm assuming this is a constant state.
Right. Then I would, take a minute, try and figure out, magic, which is I'm assuming what this is, isn't a whole lot of what I can do. The only reason I'm even believing that it exists is because I'm seeing it happen in front of me, and even then I'm questioning it. But as far as I know, and everything I've read, and every D&D game I've played, and, an hour meditation to reset yourself every morning seems like a good place to start.
I was kind of shaking my head and just walk back out of the room.
Anton's just kind of looking at the room, still kind of trying to go back to where he was in that future vision.
Lucia's just sleeping.
Like 2023, that just can't be right. What is going on here? And Anton's gonna head back up to his room and kind of start requesting all the books on magic and elemental.
Alrighty. And with that is where we are going to call it for the evening. Thank you all very much for watching. The cast of characters is going to get 2 PowerPoints apiece for this session. As I said, thank you all very much for watching. This will be going up on the YouTubes here very shortly. And please tune in next week, where I'm not sure if we're going to be continuing into episode 2.4, or considering next weekend is Halloween here in the next Wednesday, for example, is Halloween right here in the States. If we're going to do an episode 2.35.5, which is a nice little Halloween special. I haven't decided yet. I've got a week to figure it out. But on behalf of OPT Lawyer, Crimson Addicts, Dark Falls, and Narastra, I am TGE. Thank you all for watching. Have a good night.